You step to the counter, passport in hand. The officer's eyes lift. Calm, unreadable. A few quick questions will decide if you walk through or get stopped for random inspection. These questions aren't random. They're designed to test your confidence, consistency, and control. In this episode of Epic Voyage, learn the 10 questions that quietly decide who clears immigration fast and how to answer them without raising a single red flag. Subscribe for more global airport strategies every week. It sounds polite, but it's the opening test. The moment you hear those words, the interview has already begun. Officers across the US, Canada, the UK, and Australia are trained in what's called behavioral analysis. They're not only confirming your identity, they're reading your reaction speed, posture, and even microfacial cues. If you freeze or take too long searching, their system quietly flags uncertainty. It doesn't mean trouble, it means observe closer. Those few seconds of fumbling can decide whether you're waved through or examined longer. Frequent travelers know this moment well. Passport easily accessible, smile brief, movement smooth. A calm traveler communicates experience. A frantic one communicates risk. So before you even reach the booth, have your passport in your hand. No jokes, no commentary, just eye contact and, of course, that's the first invisible checkpoint passed. It's one of the shortest questions, but one of the most revealing. Officers already know your return date. It's printed on their screen. They're testing if your answer matches it naturally. Inconsistent or vague answers like, maybe 2 weeks, can trigger curiosity. They suggest you haven't planned your trip, or might have hidden flexibility to stay longer than allowed. Direct answers close the conversation instantly. 10 days, a week for vacation, clear tone, confident body language. You don't need to sound rehearsed. You need to sound sure. Immigration officers listen not only to your words, but to the rhythm of your breathing. Travelers who sound uncertain about dates often face follow-up questions about employment or funds. Travelers who sound clear walk straight through. It's not about perfection. It's about appearing like you know what you're doing, because people who plan their return usually keep it. This question defines your entire interview. Officers already know your visa category and ticket type. They just need verbal confirmation that your reason matches your paperwork. 3 categories keep you safe: tourism, business, study. Everything else demands detail. If you say, "I'm visiting friends," expect the next line immediately. Who are they? Where do they live? How did you meet? Within seconds, a casual answer can turn into a lengthy conversation. So stay short and clear. "I'm here for vacation. I'm attending a conference. I'm enrolled in a 1-month English course." Simple, factual, and aligned with your documents. Behind the counter, officers mark behavior, not storytelling skill. Nervous humor or long anecdotes signal uncertainty. A short, boring answer signals confidence, and boring is the goal. Few realize this is one of the most important questions in immigration worldwide. A clear profession demonstrates financial stability and reason to return home. Say it cleanly: "I'm a teacher. I work in logistics. I own a cafe." Officers don't care if your title is glamorous. They care if it sounds real. If you're between jobs, structure matters. "I just completed a contract and I'm taking a short break before the next one." That small phrase, "completed a contract," communicates control, not drift. Even retirees and freelancers can anchor their answer. "I'm retired and traveling for leisure," or "I run my own business online." Every word you choose either builds or breaks predictability. Immigration trusts predictability, the traveler who has a life to return to. It sounds harmless, but this is an honesty trap. Airlines share their full manifest with immigration long before your plane lands. Officers already know who checked in beside you, who paid with the same credit card, and whether you share a booking reference. They ask only to see if you tell the truth. If you're solo, say, "Yes, I'm traveling alone." That's it. If you're not, "I'm traveling with my sister." Then stop. Over-explaining raises eyebrows. "She's waiting by baggage." "He's my friend from school," or "We'll split hotels later," all create new branches for questioning. Confidence is not speed, it's control. A brief answer, then silence, shows mastery of your own story. Remember, they're not looking for perfect English or charm. They're looking for coherence. This question measures connection, not warmth, but attachment. If you have close family in the country, it might suggest reasons to stay longer than your visa allows. If you don't, "No, I don't" ends it instantly. If you do, be factual. "My cousin lives in Toronto," or My brother works in Sydney. Then stop. Officers are trained to read tone shifts. Nervous laughter, defensive emphasis, or a sudden change in eye contact can sound like concealment, even when you're truthful. Calm answers always win. It's not the content that matters. It's your composure. Immigration officers deal with thousands of travelers daily. Calm travelers are processed fast because calmness implies clarity. Another consistency test disguised as a conversation. The officer already has your full entry history. They're checking your memory, not your record. If it's your first visit, say so confidently. No, this is my first time. If you've been before, yes, 2 years ago for business. Avoid words like maybe, I think, or I'm not sure. Even slight hesitation suggests uncertainty or lack of control over your own story. It doesn't have to be exact, it has to be believable. Last summer, about a year ago, both work. Officers want to hear that your story aligns with your digital footprint. That's it. The subtext of this question is simple. Can this traveler recall their own history under mild pressure? Calm memory equals credibility. By this point, you've passed immigration and entered customs. The psychology stays the same. Officers are reading your reaction, not your bag. They're testing your understanding of rules and your honesty in applying them. Every country defines declaration differently. The US requires declaring over $10,000 in cash. Australia bans fresh food or wood products. Japan has strict rules for medication. When in doubt, declare. Yes, I have electronics to declare. Or, yes, I have a small gift for family. These statements sound responsible, not suspicious. If you truly have nothing, say, no, I don't, with calm tone and steady gaze. Customs officers watch micro-expressions, a blink, a pause, a look away. That's what triggers the random search. Honesty spoken confidently clears you faster than any excuse. Dishonesty, even by accident, can lead to confiscation or fines. This question separates planners from wanderers. Immigration already sees your declared address. They're checking that you remember it. A strong answer, the Harborview Hotel in Manhattan, or with my cousin in Brisbane. A weak one, somewhere near downtown. Even scrolling through your phone can signal disorganization. Officers associate preparation with reliability, so keep the address visible, printed or screenshot. For tourists, having a clear lodging plan proves structure. For students or business travelers, it shows purpose. Every clear detail you provide paints a picture of control, and control in the language of airports means safety. This is the final checkpoint. The officer already sees your booking in the system but asks to see if you're confident and organized. A return or onward ticket proves you intend to leave. It's one of the most powerful signals of legitimacy. Have it ready. Yes, here's my flight on the 22nd. I continue to Singapore next week. Show it quickly, don't overtalk it. Travelers who dig through emails or admit, I can't find it, immediately slow the process. Even flexible or refundable tickets count. They just need proof of direction. This question closes the circle. Your trip has a clear beginning and end. Travelers with structure move through. Travelers without it meet secondary inspection. Every question you've heard serves one goal: risk assessment. Immigration officers worldwide use a shared framework: identity, intent, and consistency. Identity ensures the traveler matches the document. Intent verifies the reason for entry. Consistency ties all the answers together. The process works like behavioral math. Each confident, concise response adds trust points. Each hesitation subtracts them. When the total score passes a quiet threshold, the officer stamps and waves you through. Being randomly selected often happens when something small doesn't fit the pattern. A mismatched date, an uncertain tone, or even fatigue mistaken for nervousness. True randomness exists, but human perception plays a bigger role. Understanding this changes everything. You stop reacting with fear and start performing with calm control. The airport isn't a maze, it's a mirror. What you project determines what you face. Even when everything aligns, you might still hear, please step to the side. It's normal and temporary. Secondary screening isn't punishment, it's verification. Inside, officers re-ask the same questions in a quieter room. Why are you here? Where are you staying? Do you carry any restricted items? They're not testing new facts, they're testing stability. Keep your tone level, your hands visible, and your answers identical to before. Consistency proves credibility. If they search your bag, Assist without tension. Never argue about timing. Officers remember calm travelers favorably, and that impression matters for future entries. Most screenings last under 30 minutes. It feels long, but the moment they confirm consistency, you're free to go. Calmness is the single factor that shortens every inspection worldwide. 10 questions decide how fast you clear immigration. They're not traps. They're tools to measure steadiness. Before your next flight, keep essentials ready. Passport, address, return ticket, and clear answers. When you sound certain, you move faster. If this helped you, share it with someone traveling soon, and subscribe to Epic Voyage for weekly insights into global airports and border systems. Next time, we'll show what really happens when you're randomly selected, and why calm travelers always win. Safe travels.